Best Medicine Podcast with Simba. Sparking positive change in the community. Having real conversations and therapy. You know that laughter's the best remedy. Got that heavy dose of humor for your hearts to heal. With mental health, it can't get any more real, yeah. Best Medicine Podcast. Laugh, love, learn. Best Medicine Podcast.
Best Man Pod. It's your man Simba Rawr back in this thing one more time, bruh. And today, I have a special guest. If you listen to the diagnosis and you see this man right here in front of you, just know I'm going to have a special guest on every single episode that you see. And today ain't no different. I want to welcome y'all to the diagnosis. The diagnosis is a mental health podcast where I spotlight dope people who are making a positive impact on not only the community, but our world. It's a podcast that gives a voice to the voiceless. It's a podcast that gives a voice to the people who have a voice, but just need an amplifier. You know, this is a podcast for you. So if you are doing something of notoriety, if you're doing something positive in your community, you're the best medicine. I'm helping you guys have an audience, while in turn, you're helping me gain an audience. Today, I have a special guest. Today, my special guest is someone who I've known my whole life. It's somebody who has been down for me my whole life. Sometimes when things aren't going right and I feel like giving up and I don't have any positivity in my mind, this person says, hey, you're alive. That's a positive. This person is somebody who I care for immensely. It's somebody who I would put my life on the line for. This person that I have, and I want to introduce you to, is Simba Rawr. That's this man right here sitting in front of you. I made this podcast for multiple reasons. I made this podcast honestly, because I was tired of people on their podcasts saying the exact same things that I was thinking before I even listened to their podcast. I made this podcast so that I can heal. I made this podcast so that you can heal. I made this podcast so we can heal each other. So each week, you'll see me, you'll hear me. I'll have a special guest, and it's real honest conversation. It's real. That's all I can really say is that our conversations are real. And the conversations that we have on this podcast are very necessary for our lives. It's so many times that I've had a guest that came and shared their life story or came and shared their gifts. And then once they left, they were like, man, I feel lighter. I feel as though, that whatever that weight, whatever those troubles was that was bogging me down, I don't feel that anymore. That's a beautiful thing. It's something special about, coming together with your people and healing together. And that's what I'm about. I'm about healing. For those that don't know me, I work at a middle school. I work at I'm a mentor. I'm a tutor. I'm a friend. I'm a big brother to these kids that aren't even related to me. Every day I go to work and I show them love. I show them respect. I show them dignity. I show them how to lead. And they respect me for it, like these, especially middle school kids, it's the hardest time in their lives. It's a time in their lives where emotions are flowing, emotions are raging. They don't really know who they are. They're followers. They're trying to fit in. Nobody has a say in like what they do. Everybody has a say in what they do except for them, and they want the freedom. And I give those kids the freedom to choose the right or wrong thing to do. And when they do choose the wrong thing to do, I'm there to tell them, hey, this is the wrong thing to do. You shouldn't be doing this. You can do it because you have the freedom to do it. But at the same time, you shouldn't do it because it's only going to lead to this. And do you want this? No, you don't. So I tell them all the time. I tell my students all the time. Shout out to Jeremy. I tell my students.
Hey.
Shout out to Jeremy. He's going to be the first episode. But I tell my students that, yo, it's a right way to do it. It's a wrong way to do it. And it's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to, get out of trouble. It's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. Let that marinate. Two things that you're going to learn from this podcast, two things that I'm going to give you in each episode is honesty and vulnerability. That's my mission statement. If you can't be honest, you can't be vulnerable, this is not the podcast for you. This is not the podcast for you to come on here and, talk about your album and when this is coming out and all the shit that you're doing to try to hype yourself up. This is about the community. So, yeah, you can have an album coming out and we can hype you up. We can support you. I've had plenty of artists come in here talking about their music. But at the same time, we're talking about something real. We're talking about how we feel as people. We're not just talking about what you sell. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, I'm not selling my soul for nothing. I'm not selling my soul for a damn thing. Can't do it. I have to look at myself in the mirror every day. And I love what I see when I look in the mirror. I'm proud of what I see when I look in the mirror. June 20th, 1991, a young king was born. So this right here is really my birthday present to myself. June 20th, 1991, a king was born. So this podcast is a birthday present to myself. I don't really celebrate my birthday, but I figured this year I'd do it big. I'm going to start a business and I'm going to do a podcast. And hopefully y'all love it, man. I'll have poets, visual artists. I've had a comic book artist. I've had curators. I've had R&B singers. I've had actors. I've had just regular people doing dope shit. I've had teachers or people who work for the school systems. I have special guests, man, every single time. And I just want y'all to grow. I want y'all to see me grow, and I want to help y'all grow. Because there's going to be a lot of little gems that are sprinkled in. Salt Bay. There's a lot of little gems that are sprinkled in, and I want y'all to catch them. Sometimes I might say things twice. Sometimes I might say things 3 times. I just want you to catch it. I'm the type of person who will give.
You know I haven't been recording, right?
I'm the type of person that will give you the game, but let you figure out the game for yourself. I'm the type of person who the game that I give is so cold. It's like I want y'all to understand it, so I try to simplify it as best as I know how. Because I'm an overthinker, and sometimes my brain is faster than my tongue. Sometimes, I slip up and have a slip of tongue, and I'm thinking one thing but saying the complete opposite of it. But you gotta forgive my brain. You gotta forgive my brain. Don't charge it to my brain, not my heart. Because we all fuck up, man. And this is a live podcast. I'm not doing too much editing. I'm not doing too much revising what I say. I'm not saying too much wild shit that's gonna get me in trouble, but what I'm saying is real. So even if you're offended by something I say, understand that majority of what I'm saying is in jest. Don't take me serious. We're all working to be somebody great. And on a greatness scale, if we want to be really real, I might got a 6 right now. I'm like sitting in a 6 of greatness right now. I'm gonna hit that 10 one day. Like, I'm not with the fuck shit, but I ain't enlightened yet. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for enlightenment. And I think that this podcast is gonna help me reach that. And even if it don't, I'll still reach it. I want this to be an interactive experience. So if you listen to the podcast, tell somebody. You listen to the podcast, retweet it. I don't have a Twitter. Repost it on Instagram. If you like my podcast, tell somebody, because that's what's going to get this thing to grow. This thing is about you. This podcast can only be as big as what you make it. I can politic all goddamn day long, but if y'all not listening to it, I'm just talking for no reason. Even though I talk with a reason, I always speak with intent, and that's the main thing that I pride myself on. I speak with intent. I also listen to understand, not listen to reply. So when I'm sitting down, these are like therapy sessions. I have people sit down on my couch and we just really chop it up about life. And at the end of the day, we come, especially if we disagree, we come to some sort of understanding. And that's what this show is about. It's about understanding the differences that we all have. We are all similar in certain ways. We just say things different. We have different points of view, but at the same time, we're not too far off in what we believe and what we feel is right. I just want to be that bridge between ideas. I want to bridge the gap between ideas. So if you're way to the left in your thinking, and I'm way to the right, or vice versa, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be way to the left. And you're way to the right, let's figure out what we're saying differently so that we can say the exact same thing, even if we're saying it in different words. A lot of the times, it's the arguments come because I'm not saying something the way you want it to be said. But if you actually listen to what they're saying, you'll figure out it's like we're arguing, but we're saying the same thing just differently. We mean the same thing, we're just saying it differently. And we can eliminate so many arguments. So much problems could be eliminated just because just if we understood each other. So I'm about understanding. So keeping in mind with that understanding, you have to understand that nobody is a one-man show. You got to understand that it takes a team to win a championship. You know, and if you have the right players, you're going to win that championship, bro. You got to. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. And right now, I have to introduce y'all to nigga 6th man of the year. Boy, what do you mean? And he come in, drop 15, 20, and then head back to the bench. Smooth. You know? I want to introduce y'all to Ivan Casanova, young Cas, the producer extraordinaire. What's up, my G?
What's up, bro?
You know, we out here. We out here.
Yeah.
First episode, bro. We done put in a lot of work before this episode.
Yeah.
We recorded mad episodes before this introduction episode.
Mad episodes, bro.
So tell me a little bit about the experience that you had just being in this. Yeah.
This has been crazy, bro.
It has, bro.
Like
2 months.
I have grown so much.
In 2 months, bro.
In 2 months. Like who I was like 2-3 months ago, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I'm still the same person.
Of course.
But now you just have a grasp of like so much more that you become like centered in yourself even more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because it's like, all right, now I know what's out there. I know how other people is kind of feeling. It's like, this just makes me feel more like myself. Because I'm different than everybody. But at the same time, we have hella common ground with everybody.
We do. And we just been going out every single night to different events and rocking shit. We've been between the podcast and we're out at events. I'm taking pictures. Yeah. I got this man behind the camera. He ain't never took no pictures. He ain't never recorded nothing before.
Oh.
I just gave him the camera like, yo, here, snap some shit. And you know, with a little bit of tweaks, now they come out fire.
Yeah.
This man is taking fire pictures. He ain't never shot a picture before in his life beyond the, the little cameras. Like,
right. Little kid shit. Just...
Yeah. Now he got, we rocking with real equipment out here, man. We have built a production studio.
Yep.
We have built a following from the ground up. Just because we're some real people. Genuine people.
Right.
People respect that. People love that about us. When we walk in the room, we get love because we are genuine people. And we always out to support.
All the time, bruh. I got a shirt on right now. It says, I love to see my people doing good, bruh.
Shout out to Good Brother,
Shout out to Good Brother, bruh.
Shout out. And once again, we do a lot of promotion for brands that we find that are amazing.
We're not getting paid.
We're not getting paid for this. We don't got no sponsorships for this. We do this shit because we love to do it. We do this shit because we love to see our people doing good. If you winning, I'm winning.
Facts. It
don't matter what it is. There's so many people I want to shout out right now that has given us so much love, and we haven't known them longer than a month and a half, 2 months.
Super fact.
Come on, think about it, bro.
Think about it. Yeah.
Think about it, bro. We haven't known these people for longer than 6 months, bro.
And that's what's
most
wild,
of them we
bro.
have not known for 6 months,
That's
bro.
what's crazy. Like, you got people showing straight up love, bro. Be like, I got you. I got you. Oh, word? I got you.
I got you.
Like,
because we genuine human beings. And we support and we love. When we go out and take pictures and sending and making these moments, capturing these moments, that does something for people. Mm-hmm. There's not too many people who are, filming these things and taking pictures at these events. But I am. He is. So when you have those events and people see those moments, and the way we take pictures, we don't wait for you to pose. Shout out to my sister Majestic June.
Hey,
she created my brand, Simba's Candid Captures.
Come on,
because when I take a picture of you, it's gonna be off the cuff. Sometimes you're gonna be looking crazy, but you always gonna be beautiful. Always gonna be beautiful.
Beautiful, bro.
It's gonna show you in your natural element. It's not when when you pose, it's you conscious. You conscious of yourself. You try to make sure, baby, you try to make sure you suck in that fat. You try to put that hand around your gut so that little fupa ain't showing. I love your fupa. Come on, girl. Let that thing hang, baby. I'ma snap you. I'ma super snap you. But you're going to be like, oh, even with, all this extraness, I'm still fire. Yes, you are. You still fire. Shout out to Hope. I told her, I'm trying to bring the female form back. All summer 19, man. I'm complimenting all types of skin out here. Like, you don't love your body, girl, no matter what it is. No matter what it look like. Yeah, I know you want to work out too, but love the body that you in before you work out. Because you're going to love the body you got after you work out. Love the body you got right now. You still look good.
Yeah.
Don't allow you to be sexualized. Mm-hmm. Embrace your sexuality. Embrace the fact that, you don't got no bra on and your nipples is poking and all that. I'm not saying it to be a creep. I'm saying it because that's what should happen. Shout out to the poetic Pharaoh. She had a poem, a piece the other night. She was like, we as women, we need to, let our hair fly, let our nipples poke, and all these things. It's like, yeah, I agree. Don't be shy about it. Don't be shy about it. Love your skin. I love your skin. Fellas, stop letting the world tell you who you are. Stop letting the world tell you how to be a man. Stop letting the world define your masculinity. Do what you want to do no matter what it is, dude. As long as you being respectful and as long as you showing love, it shouldn't matter what you do. Stop being sexualized. Stop letting women take advantage of you. Stop letting women rule your life. Embrace your brother. Tell your brother you love him.
Yeah, I love you, bro.
Love you, my nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good, bro, because that's real. It don't make you no less of a man to tell your brother that you love him, man, especially when you do. We sometimes we leave our brother, bro, and we never see that man ever again. It's ugly out here. Every single time we see our brothers, we gotta be happy. Every time we see our brothers, we gotta show love to them, embrace them, give them a hug. Hold them tight, like, yo, be safe. When you leave, be safe. I love you. All that. Because that's what matters. When we dead and gone, all we got is memories. I just want y'all to, I said again, I just want y'all to grow. And I want you to watch us grow. We're becoming such great men. We're becoming such great men, and it's beautiful to watch. To see him grow from the man that he was to the man that he is right now in a matter of 2 months, ridiculous. Wow, just because we're around people of substance, just because we're around people who are creative and want to bring that creativity out of you, it makes you want to be creative. Right. You can't be stagnant around these people because they are always creative. They're moving, bro. They're moving, they're shaking, they're making it work, man. And that's the biggest thing. They're making it work. It's so hard to make it work, and they making it work. I have so many people I want to shout out. I keep saying it. But y'all will know. Y'all will see them. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, shout out to everybody, bro. Like, you feel me? Shit. The Poetic Pharaoh, Majestic June, Shahad, Jeremy, Force to Fly, everybody, bro. I'm not going to... My memory is terrible. And y'all going to get used to that, man. But, you feel me? I don't forget y'all energy. I love y'all. And yeah, shit's been wild, bro, with the podcast. Like, just doing so much shit, bro. I was a homebody. I was in my room all day, every day, for like just long amounts of time, bro. And then all of a sudden now it's like, damn, we busy every other day, bro. And it's beautiful because it's like you're not stuck. You're moving, you know, and it helps you grow as a person. And like you kept on saying, we just trying to grow together. Shit.
Yeah, we gotta grow together, dude. I mean, shout out to Venus. Like
Venus, yeah.
She told me she just started performing not too long ago. Like the first time I saw Venus perform, she was nervous as hell. The second time I saw Venus perform, she was nervous. Third time I saw Venus, she didn't even look nervous when she got up there. That's true. And that's progression. That's figuring out who you are and walking in your power. I say that so often that we've met so many people who are walking in their power that it makes you
confidence, bro.
It makes you want to walk in your power, man. It forces you to walk in your power, I should say. Forces you to walk in your power.
It really does.
First episode. The next episode, after you hear my voice, will be with the God, Jeremy Michael Vasquez. He is a poet, spoken word artist, philanthropist, healer, mentor, big brother, OG, right. God amongst men. We had a wonderful conversation after, was it the same day? It was the same weekend of Nipsey passing.
The same weekend, bro. Right after we seen the podcast.
Yeah.
Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
And they had a whole tribute.
Yeah. And we touch on the Nipsey situation. We touch on something that we have made our motto at this point is walking in Godfidence. And walking in Godfidence means that no matter what you do or where you go, you know that you're on the right path. It's never second guessing yourself because you know that you're doing the right thing. You know which way to go. You know which way to go. So Jeremy Michael Vasquez, it's gonna be an amazing episode. what I want you to get from his episode is the role of a black educator, the role of a black male educator, and what that means for the children, what that means for the community. I grew up Catholic school my whole life up until high school. I did not have a male teacher till 9th grade. I didn't have a black male teacher until 11th grade. It's very important that black students have black teachers. It's very important that Mexican students have Mexican teachers.
Yeah.
It's very important that Asian students have Asian teachers, but Asian teachers, white teachers are the norm.
Yeah.
You get a Mexican teacher, what they gonna teach? Spanish.
Super fact.
They're not. We never see us in the classroom, and then they wonder why we're acting up. They wonder why, he doesn't listen.
Nobody talking to him.
Nobody's talking to him. You spend all your time being talked at. You spend all your time treating that child like a delinquent instead of listening to what that child needs. Nah, that's not the way to do it. Not the way to do it. So that's definitely what that episode is about. I just want y'all, I just want y'all to grow. And I want y'all to watch us grow. Because I'm the best med. He's the best medicine. You're the best medicine. We are the Best Medicine Podcast. This is the diagnosis. It's your man Simba Rawr back in this thing one more time, bruh. And we out.